The film opens in a world devastated by destruction, blamed on a colossal meteoroid. It crashed into the earth, reducing everything to ashes. Now, only a small city remains, home to a handful of survivors. These survivors follow a church led by a priest known as the Patriarch. The rules in this city are extremely strict, and everyone is expected to obey them without question. However, there's also a witch named Grey who lives in the city. She grants people's wishes. Now, the church believes that people are abandoning their faith to join Grey's growing community. As a result, the Patriarch commands the Enforcer to eliminate Grey. The Enforcer kills Grey in front of all the people there. As the Enforcer turns to leave, Grey removes the support beneath her feet and reveals her magic. She then hypnotizes one of the Enforcers. She shows him the illusion that he is dying, and to kill him, he shoots a bullet on his rope. But instead, the bullet strikes the rope holding Grey, allowing her to escape. Grey then casts another illusion, making it appear as if she's approaching him. Believing it's real, he fires a shot to kill her. It is shown that he actually killed his own companion. After hearing all the noise, the Enforcer came back, and first of all, he killed the soldier who was in Grey's possession. After that, they searched everywhere for Grey, but they didn't find her anywhere. She was hiding here, but she showed them all that Grey is not here. And then he stopped here and killed all the soldiers of the Enforcer one by one. When he put a knife around the Enforcer's neck, the Enforcer said, "Kill me." But Grey didn't kill him. Instead, she hanged him and left from there. Now the scene cuts and we are shown Boyce. He was passing near a tunnel. Suddenly, a lot of dacoits attack him. One of them tries to get off his gun from his horse. Suddenly, a two-faced snake attacks the dacoit and kills him. After that, Boyce fights with the remaining dacoits. He kills someone with his skills. He shoots someone with his gun, and by managing everything in this way, we come to know that Boyce was not an ordinary person. He was a bounty hunter and was also very good at his job. We are shown Grey again, to whom the Queen and her special man come to meet. Actually, the Queen wanted Grey to bring a shapeshifter's power for her. Grey demands a large payment for her help and says she will perform the task on the night of the full moon, which is just 6 days away. The two of them leave, and shortly afterward, a special envoy of the Queen arrives and tells Grey not to do the Queen's work, because he felt that what the Queen wanted to do was not right. A surprising thing was that Grey agreed with him. Grey did not want to listen to this man, but because she had a curse on her that she could not refuse anyone's wish, so she also accepted this man's wish. Now, the twist in the story is how Grey will manage these two opposite wishes. Now she starts looking for the shapeshifter in the entire Lost Land with her powers, whom she has to kill. She sees in her vision that a lot of people had come to hunt the shapeshifter, but then they all became his prey. After killing them all, the shapeshifter let out a fierce roar, and in that moment of fear, Grey's magic shattered. The scene cuts, and we are shown the Queen who is with the King at this time. We are shown the King for the first time, who is sick and is on the bed. Grey has come to meet Boyce because Boyce was the best hunter here, and Grey needed such a man to complete her mission. She offers him good money in return of killing the shapeshifter. Grey herself wanted to go to the Lost Land with Boyce, where the shapeshifter is. In fact, the shapeshifter can be killed, and his power can be captured only there, nowhere else. Boyce alerts Grey that this road can be very long and there can be many dangers on it. There will be many kinds of demons and broken roads in these dangers. Grey was ready to overcome all kinds of difficulties. The people of the church, who are still after Grey, attack the bar while looking for her, and before they get their hands on her, they both run away from the church. We see that the Patriarch had received the news that the Queen had also secretly gone to meet Grey. This scared the Patriarch. He was afraid that the Queen might have started a conspiracy against the church with Grey. Before anything like this happens, he orders the enforcer to catch Gray. Now the enforcer goes after Gray and Boyce for his soldiers who had reached a special city. Here, Gray and Boyce stay at Boyce's friend's house. Here we get to know about Boyce's past. How is he such a good hunter? In his childhood, his parents were killed in front of his eyes in Lost Land. After that, for his survival, he fought demons and hunters and finally reached the city where humans were living today. The next day, they continue their journey. They had come to a building-like place from where they had to cross the road through a cable bus. But when they came up, they faced the enforcer and her soldiers. A fight starts between all of them. Boyce was a very good hunter and fighter, but Gray was using her magical powers to fight. While hypnotizing her victims, she launched surprise attacks on them. Meanwhile, Boyce attacked some with a knife and others with a gun, and when they thought it was time, they quickly jumped on the cable bus, but a lot of soldiers followed them. To fight them, Gray climbs on top of the bus and kills a lot of soldiers. She fights them while Boyce was fighting them inside the bus. The enforcer sees that these two are not in their hands at all, so she orders her soldiers to cut the cable of this bus. As the cable broke, the bus fell while losing its balance, but it was still attached to a rock. Gray tries to get to the top of the bus with the help of her knife, while Boyce was trying to climb on this slippery rock. But then the other cable was cut from behind, and they ran out of support. Using their knives, they finally managed to climb on that rock. While watching this, the enforcer took out her sniper to shoot Gray, but through the sniper's lens, Gray hypnotized the enforcer again. She felt that they had left from there, and in this way, both of them were saved from them. During the whole fight, Boyce had been shot, because of which he was in a lot of pain. Boyce takes this bullet out of his body, and Gray puts stitches on his wounds. The queen is shown, who get to know that she is pregnant. The queen has a heir. Now she didn't have to bear the king. The queen's behavior was not good with the king. She also wants to be separated from the king, but doing so would mean losing the power she holds as queen. She immediately kills the king, and she lies to everyone that she died because of his illness. They now reach a city where there are a lot of demons behind them. These strange-looking creatures looked like humans, but it was terrifying to see. Before they attack Gray, Boyce spread oil all over him and set it on fire because he knew the weakness of these creatures. They were afraid of fire, but these demons were much smarter than he thought. They came out of the ground, and as they extinguished the fire, they began to approach them. Boyce began to kill the demons who were approaching him. In this way, seeing these two humans escaping from so many demons, the leader of the demons was surprised, and he appeared. As he saw him, Gray cast her magic. By hypnotizing him, he gave the order to get all these creatures away from her. After that, as he got the chance, she took out the fire from her hands, and all the creatures of these demons are destroyed here. After all, they are left behind. Going ahead, Boyce asks her, "I didn't even feel the fire. How did you light that fire?" Then, Gray told him the truth, that I didn't light any fire there. I just showed all these demons illusion. The demons died because of their thoughts and fear of fire. Now the next city was Lost Land. At a short distance, Boyce stops her again and says, "Think, moving forward is very dangerous. Your life can be lost." They were talking and crossing the bridge when they saw the enforcer coming after them with her army. In front of them was the bridge. There was no other way. How to escape? Then Gray gets another idea. She starts running fast on the bridge, and the enforcer also plans to crush Gray while increasing the speed of the train. But going to a point, the enforcer finds out that this bridge was broken. Her speed was so fast that she couldn't even apply the brakes, and at the end of the bridge, Gray jumped. She was caught by Boyce lying down, and her life was saved. but the enforcer and all her companions were killed here. When the patriarch found out that all his companions were killed, he was afraid. He thought that the one who has made everyone his slave in the name of religion, he will not let the queen meet Gray and take away his power from him. That's why he tries to show everyone that the queen wants to destroy this place with Gray. As the queen finds out about this, she decides to convince her special man by bringing him close to her in the name of love. She kills the patriarch and all his people through him. Finally, these people had reached the cave where the shapeshifter lived. In a short while, the full moon was about to come. Gray saw that there were a lot of human skulls here. Boyce said that these are all the skulls of those who had come to hunt the shapeshifter. It's still time to think, but Gray doesn't listen to him and starts putting on big silver nails. Wearing this, she reveals a major secret to Boyce and says, "You think I don't know? I know you're the shapeshifter. I discovered it through my magic. I hired you for this job because if you stayed here, you could have brought me here safely. But the real reason I brought you was to take your power. To do that, I needed to lure you to your true place and kill you." As the full moon rises, Boyce begins to transform into a shapeshifter before her eyes. As he comes in the form of a wolf, Boyce's power increases a lot. Even though he doesn't want to, he attacks Gray. Gray also got up to fight him. By hypnotizing Boyce with her magic, shows him that a lot of birds are coming to him to get rid of these. He starts moving his hand, and at the same time, a huge bird comes to attack him. To escape from it, as Boyce started to retreat, taking advantage of his weakness and his lost mind, Gray attacks him with her silver nails. Meanwhile, the moon also hides behind the clouds, and Boyce's body comes in the human form. Due to Gray's attack, he was unconscious at the time. When he regained consciousness, he was tied with chains. He was feeling weak. It found out that the weakness of these shapeshifters is actually silver, and Gray played a very good game to weaken him. When she put stitches on his body, she had put a silver coin in his body, which was now reacting in his body and making him weak. Now she apologizes to Boyce and says, "I don't want to do what I am going to do, but I am helpless because of my curse." She was about to kill him, but then Boyce said, "I also have a wish." Boyce wishes her to stay with him because now he is in love with Gray. Hearing this, Gray started to cry and said that every wish has to be paid a heavy price. Boyce was also ready for this, but Gray was badly trapped. She fulfilled the wish of the queen's special man, or Boyce. As the full moon comes out of the clouds again, Boyce turns into a shapeshifter, and Gray mercilessly stabs his body with a dagger and kills him. After that, the scene cuts, and we are shown the scene of the next morning. We see Boyce's wolf skin in Gray's hand. As Gray returns, she sees that all the people here were very happy because they were tired of the government of the church, and for them, the only ray of hope was Gray. As Gray comes, they start their protest, and all of them become rebels. They attack the church and also drop the cross of the church. Gray first goes to the queen's special man. She gives him Boyce's skin and says the queen has to put her blood on it, then its power will go inside the queen. Holding this skin, the man says, "I had asked you for a wish." Gray tells him a twist, that the queen actually wanted to become a shapeshifter and get Boyce, but she did not know that there is only one shapeshifter, Boyce. "I had to kill Boyce to make the queen a shapeshifter, and your wish was to get the queen. Now that Boyce is dead, the queen is also yours." Now when the queen finds out that Boyce is dead, she is completely broken. She remembers the moment when Boyce told her that you are not like me. I want to marry someone like me. That is when the queen decided to become a shapeshifter, but she did not know that in her decision, she would lose Boyce. She stayed in this grief all night and did not complete her ritual until the full moon. As the morning sun's light fell on the shapeshifter's skin, that skin burned like fire and became ashes. Now, in anger, the queen kills her special man, Jairus, who had come to the queen at this time. But when she went out, she realized that she had made a big mistake in her emotions. She had killed Jairus, through whose army she could fight the people outside who had rebelled. The scene cuts, and Boyce is shown, who regained consciousness as the morning came. He died as a shapeshifter, his life bound to his skin. Since the queen didn't use his skin, his life force returned to Boyce, and he was brought back to life. In anger, Boyce comes to Gray and puts a knife on her neck. He asks her, "Why did you kill me? Although I wished you to stay with me." Gray tells him the truth, that I had already seen the future. I knew that the queen wanted to be a shapeshifter to stay with you, while the queen's special man also loves her. I saw in the future that the queen, grieving your death, would kill her special man and she wouldn't wear your skin, which would bring your life back to you. In this way, the wishes of the queen, her special man, and all three of you will be fulfilled.